So you guys have waited close to 4 years for this final house tour. You can only imagine how agonizing it's been for me. This is the house completely empty. My final house tour, I promise. Okay, so obviously we have to start with the main entryway. When you kind of come in, you'll notice that the house is made out of like 3 main materials. So the first being concrete, that's what this entranceway is. This is actually heated, even though I'm wearing my comfy Crocs. The second material is a lot of like wood and a lot of natural white oak. So all this stuff right here is actually a closet space. So shoes, clothes, coats, etc. will go there. That'll actually lead right into there, which is the garage, which I will get to. But moving up onto this little landing here, so you've got 2 options. You can either go my left, your right towards the kitchen, or into this way, which is the big living room. So I guess this is the final area that took the longest because we just finished this ceiling. So once again, tying in some of that warmth, we've got the white oak panels that kind of sit up top, which reflects this 20-foot space. So I joked around, I built my house like an Apple store. Legit, these windows are the second material that we chose. I think our house is 52% glass. I wanted to bring in a lot of natural light. You'll actually see in some of the afternoon shots, this entire area just gets soaked with natural light. It looks super, super cool. Really happy with this space. And to me, this is like the no tech zone. You can see here we have our fireplace. Once again, that main material in concrete. This goes up all the way 20 feet. There will not be a TV mounted here. There's actually going to be a couch that will sit kind of right here in this L shape. That couch is actually sitting downstairs because before it gets up, we just have to cover the floor, protect it since we have a little one, obviously Link, and this place will just get a lot of traffic. So this is just going to get coated with a thin layer of poly. Once that's done, the couch and the rest of the furniture will come up, but I will show you that in a second. But like I said, this is the no tech zone, just for chilling, for hanging out, for just spending quality people time. This little door leads to the outside of the house, like the side/back, and part 2 of the project. You can see some of the shots from outside the facade of the building. So this is technically like a renovation. We've kept the same footprint. I've discussed that before in the previous videos. But if this is the first time that you're watching this, kept the footprint of the existing house. And technically, according to our permit, 50% of the OG house is actually here. And you can see that with some of the original brick. So that is pretty much like this area. And I guess like going on to this way, like the main centerpiece, I guess, of this floor is this staircase. So this actually serves 2 purposes. This is actually structural integrity to the house. That's actually this pole right here. You'll notice how that's slightly thicker. And this is also the next material choice. So a lot of black aluminum and black steel. So we have the concrete, we've got the wood, we've got obviously the black steel that matches what the window frames are. And those are like the 3/4 main pieces or materials of the house. And then when you come through this way, that's what leads to, I guess, like the living area, the kitchen, main dining room, into this other open concept area here. So we'll start off with this way and work our way backwards. So this I've talked about before. This is a custom TV console. So this is a 100-inch TV mounted. We currently have a 115-inch on the way. So when I shot this before, the only new thing here is actually these tiles that were installed. So I got to work with a really cool Japanese company called Inax. I've been to Japan a couple times, maybe one of my favorite places like on earth. They're really famous for their ceramic tiles. So you can see some of that kind of behind here. This actually all fully closes. So with this console, I thought I was like super genius. These panels kind of slide all the way down because I'm a reviewer. So instead of unmounting like say this TV, when these panels are fully shut, I can just put a new TV on top of here, review it, and it has the backsplash of the white oak panels. I thought that was pretty ingenious. And yeah, a custom piece. So coming around here, this is actually the main living room, or I guess like where we're gonna be eating. This is the furniture piece that I was talking about by Atriani. This is our dining table. So you can see how closely matched it is to the floor. It has the same white oak finish. It's got a custom size to fully fit, technically 6 dining chairs. And you can see some of the nice details, the stainless steel beveling or inserts on the side side, which kind of ties into what we have in the kitchen. Obviously, custom furniture is, more expensive than the IKEA stuff that you pick up. But when you want something a bit more unique, bespoke, would highly recommend them. They've come up with some really nice stuff, and you'll even catch glimpses of the custom couch that is currently set up downstairs that's going into the big room there. Really happy with how that all turned out. You can see the second area here of the ceramic tile that we really like, just to tie everything in together. It always reminds me of Japan, which I really love, and into the main part is the kitchen. So to obviously show things off first, this is our kitchen island. I believe this is like 15, 16 feet. And some of the themes of the house, of course, we have the white oak paneling, but some of the curves are a design feature part of the house. When we actually get to the outside, since it's winter, I'm not sure if I'll show that, but it's one of the design things or design elements to have some curvature. We have that curve here, as well as this small little powder room, which I will end this floor with. But to the kitchen, this one is really, really cool. So the material choices here are the stone. So this is a quartzite. It's got this really nice, cool veining. So like some of the white and oranges. I think it looks beautiful along like the backsplash there. We went with a bit of a two-tone, so of course like the white oak as well as the white. It's pretty timeless. I know some of the trends are going towards like darker colors now, but I'm really happy with how everything turned out. And the appliances, so I want to showcase them quickly. So these are all from Monogram. So I've worked with them for a couple of years. They brought appliances into our entire place. They've got that really, once again, timeless look. I worked on this commercial campaign with them in New York where I kind of showcase how timeless the material choices are depending on which models you get. I went with their minimalist collection, which is really sleek. So once again, all stainless steel, very clean lines, and some of the brass knurling on, say, like the lighters for the ignition, which you just have to turn on the gas. Same thing with the appliances. And going on to the integrated ones, which are the fridge. So these are full size, which I really like. So both fridge as well as freezer integrated into the paneling in the kitchen to give it that very clean look. Super happy with how everything turned out. And a little secret room in here is actually our hidden pantry. So these doors kind of open, which just leads into more storage. I'll let you sneak in there and kind of see what that looks like. And that's one of the areas that's unfinished. So I would say we're at like 98% there, just some little fine touches to complete everything. But realistically, this is how empty the house will be before the actual furniture gets in. And going on to our double stack oven, once again, from Monogram, once again, in their minimalist collection, really, really sleek, push to open. You can see here, I can actually connect to Wi-Fi. I'll get a full host of smart features. I can actually look up different recipes, and I can actually see inside what I'm cooking through my phone because I'll likely forget. But a full tour of the kitchen coming, using all the appliances coming up. And the last little area, this is a little nook where I plan to have my little coffee. I'm gonna try to get into making like espressos. There's gonna be a little coffee bar here. I think in the morning, as like the sun comes in, it'll be super nice to actually chill here, make some coffees, and then take them into the rest of the room. So that is the main kitchen and like living room slash TV room. Obviously, the last showcase is all of these windows here. So you'll see scaffolding behind. So I say that as like a part 2 of this project, because now that we're fully done inside, in the spring, the next part will be to renovate the actual like backyard. So what we decide to do with any sort of like balconies, landscaping, I thought like 4 years was enough. This will probably be like another year, hopefully not a year and a half added onto the build, but that is all for another time. These accordion doors technically all open. So as an example, these fully stack and open up. So as the name implies, these fully open up to the backyard, and we are sitting on a ravine, which is really nice. But let's move into the house and then worry about what goes on in the backyard for another time. So that is pretty much it for the main floor. I guess the last little area is this little powder room. So once again, in that same ceramic Japanese tile from Inax, went for all black. This is like the Bruce Wayne washroom. It is really dark, the little bat cave. Once again, the same kind of curved design feature. And then we just went with all like black marble for the sink as well as the floor. Just very different from the rest of the house. Honestly, one of my favorite rooms, even though it's super dark, and that is the main floor. And we are gonna go up this way to the staircase that leads all the way up onto, I guess, like floor 1.5, onto the landing, King's Landing. So you can actually see this way here, which is kind of like overlooking that 20-foot area. And this is what I mean. Look how the sun is kind of coming in. It's really, really nice. And as we're on this landing, if we go into this way, this is the studio. And I've mentioned this before, this is technically like the largest room in the house. This is the new studio, which I've showcased before, but just being in it when it's, like almost empty. So you can see that I have one desk sitting here. So I plan to have my studio display XDR on here. I think that'll look really sleek. And then the second area down here, which we're building like another main desk. So this is actually an IKEA desk or an IKEA hack as an example. So this is like one of their kitchen countertops. I got it in like the white oak to match the fluting once again, like on the back. And once I build out this studio, there are gonna be so many videos and so many pieces of content. I think one of the things that we'll struggle with is, once again, the natural light that you see kind of streaming through. I think it'll give it a dramatic look. And the nice thing about building a studio is, or a new place, you can have all the lights integrated. So goodbye to light stands. They are all now mounted on the ceiling, which is really nice. And the second thing which you'll notice here is the floor, which is really nice. So this is in herringbone. We actually got to partner with a really cool flooring company called Unique Parquet. They've provided all the floors throughout the house in this light oak white finish. They're in a natural oil, so there's none of that weird material in it. Super happy with how it all turned out. I think I almost wish I had the herringbone in the master bedroom or the primary bedroom as well, but the nice little contrast of the herringbone here and then the large planks into here. So as a reference, this space is close to like 800, 900 square feet. And I'm sure it'll fill up really fast with all the stuff. That is the studio on floor 1.5, and then going up to the final area, which is the second floor up this little flight of stairs. So this is the main bedroom. Real magic happens this way. And you can actually see we have our bed right here, which the mattress is in storage right now. So that's a piece of furniture that we have. So one really cool thing about this is this entire back wall here is all built in cabinets. So this is, once again, all white oak stuff. Oh, got a sweater, some stuff ready. We've like slowly started moving in. What do I got here? Look at that. Good old Man United kit, just hanging out here. It's a nice one too, from Sharp. So the move has started, but this entire back area here, like you can see, is all cabinet space for all the clothes, small little walk-in closet there, and off to this way, we have our main bathroom. So this is the main bathroom. So once again, same kind of materials. We went with the concrete, actually went with a different type of wood. So this is in walnut, which is really nice. And once again, a just marble top to kind of tie everything together. I love with how like spa-like the bathroom came out to be. I think that was like the main inspo for this. And then what's really cool, this little shower area here, just one piece of glass kind of floating. The controls, we're actually, once again, another sponsor, which I have separate content on. Growy did our entire washroom piece. But yeah, just a little rain head with the glass. Yeah, super happy with this. And obviously the main throne room, which I'm sure I will spend a lot of time. We've got a little toilet in there, little wash closet, tub. I'm sure a lot of little baths with Kira soon to happen here. Yeah, really excited to move in here, but this is the main washroom. And one last thing I forgot to mention, because I'm just wearing my Crocs, is technically is all heated floors throughout all the washrooms. So that is, once again, a nice little feature when you're building, you can kind of integrate into. This little corner here is actually really nice. So more of this slatted wood, which will actually continue on to complete the bedroom. But when the trees actually come out, we are essentially like living in the treetop space, which is really cool. I think I have some footage from previous years where that's all full. I'll try to play it now, but it being winter, unfortunately, we are still full of snow. But that is the main bedroom. And we only have 2 more rooms in the house to show. So coming across here, this is that landing that I was talking about, and moving on into, I guess, so Kira's room is actually this way. So we chose this room for her because there's only one window for blackout blinds. Let's see if I can get that to work via my app. So the little connection box is disconnected, so I cannot get that to work, but that is a blackout blind because babies need blackout space. And the same room is just duplicated. I mean, I guess this is a little washroom that shares. We kind of joke around, if there is baby 2 on the way, which is not currently on the books, this will just be my podcast room. Why not take it over? This one just has 2 windows to deal with. And that is the upstairs all done. So yeah, that is the end of the empty house tour. It is crazy to think this process has taken like so long. Like we've kind of hit delays with every single way in terms of like materials, staffing shortages, just every single problem we could have run into, I feel like we did. But happy to say that it is ready to the point where we're gonna move in this little landing. One last cool thing, which I really like, is this little skylight area here that actually shoots all the way down to the main floor. We will not show the basement because that is something that still needs like a little bit more work, and all the stuff that we've already moved is sitting there, so it doesn't really make it empty. So that is it. I'm gonna run down this way. So yeah, hopefully it looks good from up there. I'm gonna be squinting because, as I said, the sun is coming in. I've got like full videos on like smart home, on different areas of the house coming soon. So if you don't like the house footage, I guess you can just skip that because no one wants to watch that. But as an example, the house is actually running off of Mac OS, which I thought is cool. That's a little separate teaser of what's to come next. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been a labor of love. Would I ever do this again? Probably not, to be honest, but yeah, happy to share it and happy to finally say the house is ready. Let's hit 1 million subs and the house will be done. Till then, peace.